So if you can cross your ankles, flex your feet strong so they're kind of underneath your knees. Yeah, yeah. You got it. You got it. You can have one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or just have your palms facing open. Your hands could be behind your head. I mean, anything goes with this. Feel your lower back spread across the mat. Find some length. Yeah. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Take a loud exhale breath out through your mouth. The perfect day for yoga. Yeah. Flex the feet a little stronger and begin to feel the subtle stretch through your inner and outer thighs and your hips. Keeping your eyes closed, just switch the cross of the legs if they're crossed. Opposite feet. Yep. So opposite ankle goes on top. And then you just flex. Allow yourself to feel. Good. Bring your arms up over the top of the head with the legs crossed. Interlace your hands, flip the palms. Stretch up out of your waist. Yeah. Kind of like a big yawn. Yeah. You can reach a little right, a little left. Just kind of wiggle yourself here. Perfect. Neck nice and neutral. Good. And then grab your right knee below the kneecap and extend the left leg forward. Yeah. Soften the shoulders down the back and flex your left foot pretty strong. Yeah. Take your right knee over towards the left for supine twist this morning. You can use your hand to encourage the thigh to kind of drop closer towards the floor. Your right shoulder blade stays down and grounded. Come back to neutral and take your right leg and make it like a tree. So take your right foot to the instep of the left thigh. Yep. And then use your right hand to encourage that right thigh to press open. Reach the left arm straight up towards the sky. Fingertips towards the back of the back edge of the mat. Stretch up out of your waist. You can grab your friend's foot and you're going to reach up and over towards the right a little. So it's like a little yawn to the right. Yep. Just feeling that left side of the body getting a stretch while your right thigh bone stays down. Yeah. So it's subtle movement. Come back to center. Extend your right leg forward, hug your left knee and give it a good little squeeze. Flex the right calf strong so the calf stays down, the shoulders drop down the back. Perfect. Feel. Take your left leg and drop it over to the right for a gentle supine twist. You can use your right hand to encourage the left thigh to drop. The left arm kind of drops into a cactus. Come back to center, neutralize the low back. Take your left leg and make a tree shape so the right leg stays grounded, the left thigh flops open. The left hand presses on the inside of that thigh just to encourage that thigh down. Right arm reaches straight up towards the back skinny edge of the mat. Stretch up from that right big toe all the way through the fingertips and then drip it over a little bit towards the left. It's a subtle movement. Yeah, you got it. So just beginning to feel the elongation of the right side of the body, but the left thigh getting this nice little soft passive hip opener. Come back to center, hug both knees in towards the navel, give them a big squeeze in. Rock and roll several times this morning. Get some momentum. You guys seem super energized and excited to be here. So rock and roll several times. Cross the ankles and slide into a tabletop position. So tabletop position. Stack your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Tops of the feet are going to stay down for this part. Yep. So start basic, tops of the feet down. First round, I just want you to sink the spine down and look forward, regular cat and cow. And then you'll exhale, round the spine deeply and look in. Good. So then you're going to inhale, press the tops of the feet down into the mat. You'll sink the spine down and look forward. And you'll exhale, press the tops of the feet round and lift the knees and round in. You got it? You're going to drop the knees down, sink the spine down and look forward. You're going to round press and lift the knees up, kind of tuck in. like that. Sink the spine down and look forward. Tops of the feet stay down. Round the spine, lift the knees, press the tops of the feet, look in. Go again. Sink the spine down and look forward. Perfect. Round the spine, lift the knees, press the tops of the feet in. Lower the knees, come to a flat back tabletop position. Good. Extend your right arm forward towards the front skinny edge of the mat. I just want you to reach the right arm forward and feel that. And then lift the left leg up and float the left leg into space. Mm-hmm. We always do the leg lifting first. I want you to lift the arm first. Good. Keeping your left leg up in hip height, point your toes, okay? You're going to cactus your right arm. So flip the palm and then pull the shoulder blade down your back. That's it. Keep the left leg up. So you're going to reach the right arm forward. It's like a lap pull down, but I want you to really neutralize and then lap pull down, squeeze the shoulder blade. That's it. Keep the left leg up and engage the core. Reach the arm forward, keep the neck neutral, lap pull down, pull it back. Again, just like that, reach forward, lap pull down, pull it back. Again, reach it forward, just keep the leg in space, lap pull down, pull it back, but hold. Bend your left leg in half, flex the foot, lift from that thigh bone up, and just kind of pulse that thigh up a little bit higher. Yeah, and make little baby pulses for 5. Keep the elbow cactus for 4. Good. Pulse up for 3, for 2, and then release the arm and the leg in opposite directions and grow really long. So the arm goes forward and the leg goes back. Hand and knee come to the floor. Good. Keep the knees down, reach the left arm forward. If you screwed up the arms, just do the opposite. It's not a problem. We don't care. Just reach the arm forward. And then extend the right leg straight back. So just find that kind of gravity here, how your gravity kind of takes you right and left and you're all over the place. Yeah. Neck is neutral. Good. Flip the left palm down and then lat pull down. I want you to squeeze. As you do it, you're not just focusing on the squeezing, you're focusing on stabilizing the core. Reach the arms forward, keep the lift of the leg, and then squeeze it. Good. Reach it forward, and then squeeze it back. Good. Neck neutral. Reach it forward. Perfect. Squeeze it back. Lift. Keep the leg lifted. Again, 2 more. Reach it forward. Squeeze it back. 1 more. Reach it forward. Squeeze it back and hold the squeeze with the palm down. Bend your right knee in half, flex the foot. Just lift the thigh a little bit up. You're going to take little pulses with the thigh straight up for 5. Good. Flex from the ball of your foot. You're pressing towards the ceiling for 4. Keep the left arm in that cactus position. It's going to stabilize that core for 3. For 2, you got it. Press down. Arm and leg go in opposite direction. Hand and knee come down to the floor. Good. Plant the hands down, walk them a little bit more forward this morning. Curl the toes into the mat, lift the hips. Let's come up to our first downward facing dog. Take up a lot of space on the mat. Pedal out the legs if you need to. Breathe your hips way up off your shoulders this morning. Let the head just detach from the body. That's not hard for a lot of us. So just kind of let it go. Yeah. So I always say, take the opportunity to come to your mat and think less, right? Think less and let yourself just really feel through the process. If you do nothing else but breathe and think less for 60 minutes, you're going to feel a lot better. Roll forward to plank in one motion. Lead with the heart and chest. So it's like a little lead with that chest to keep everything nice and open. The tailbone's nice and long. The eyes are fixed on the front skinny edge of the mat. That's a pretty solid drishti point. Feel the ground. A little micro bend, Kelly, in your elbows, the usual. That's it. Stay. Fire up your quadriceps. Draw the pit of the belly in and up. Keep the neck nice and neutral. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Roll forward plank. Drop your knees down, everybody. Bring your weight a little bit more forward. Lower halfway to a push up with your elbows by your side body. Less is more. Revisit plank. Lift your knees up, plank position. Hips go up and back, down dog. So we're going to move on the breath and do that a few times. Roll forward plank. Drop your knees so they go on an angle. Halfway to a push up. Elbows slide by your side body. Revisit supported plank. Lift the knees so you're back in plank position. Hips go up and back, down dog. Perfect. One more. Roll forward plank position, finding some energy within. Drop your knees down on an angle, halfway to your push-up. Revisit your push-up with your knees down. Lift your thighs up, plank position. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Lift from your inner thigh like you did in that little tabletop. Come forward, hug your right knee in towards your navel. Give it a good little squeeze. Look forward with your eyes and step the right foot forward and through. Spring to the top of the mat in one piece. Long spine on the inhale breath. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. We're going into native music this morning. Long spine to prepare. 2 big steps to get you back to plank. 1, 2. Halfway to a push-up that works best for you. So a lot of us prefer to modify, which is solid and great. Keep your neck neutral. Revisit plank. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Lift from your inner thigh. Come forward, hug your left knee and give it a good little squeeze. Step the left foot forward and through. Beyond your fingertips. Spring to the top of the mat in one piece. Long spine on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms, just like that. Arms go straight up. You'll be okay. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. 2 big steps to get you back to plank. 1, 2. We're going to avoid the up dog again, okay? Halfway to a push-up. So just go where you know you can hold, breathe, maintain. Revisit plank. Great. Hips go up and back, down dog. Just moving and breathing. Right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug your right knee in. Give it a good squeeze. Step the right foot forward and through. Spring to the top of the mat. Long spine on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. 2 big steps to get you back. 1, 2. Halfway to your push-up. Plank position. It's always the hard, tricky part. Downward facing dog. Breathe the left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Lift from your inner thigh. Point your left toes, come forward. Hug your left knee and give it a good squeeze. Step the left foot forward and through, beyond your fingertips. Spring to the top of the mat. Long spine on the inhale, feet can be a little together, separated. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine to prepare. Step, step to plank. Halfway to your push-up. Up dog or cobra, pick your poison with that one or take it out altogether if you're not feeling it today. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Arms are straight, outer triceps grip in. Look where you want to go. You can step or float to the top of the mat. Land light. Long spine. Fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine sets you up. You can step, step, float, skip, crawl. Yeah, find your way back. Halfway to your push-up. Up dog or cobra. Press through the tops of the feet and the hands. Hips go up and back, down dog. Hopefully each one that you start to do starts to feel a little bit better. That is the goal. Arms stay straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top we go. Long spine. Fold. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag it to prayer at heart. Drop your arms. One more. Arms go straight up. Still so serious. I don't know what to do with you guys. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float through your vinyasa. That was good. Up dog. Pull it through. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe the right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward and hug your right knee in. Good. Step the right foot forward and through in a low lunge. Come to your fingertips. Yeah. Steer your right hip back. Everybody activate your back left leg. You need a pretty long stance here. That's it. Rise into a high lunge. Nothing fancy, just high lunge. Hip points are forward the best that you can. So if you notice that your hip points are dumping down, what you can do is soften the back left knee and actually manually shift your hip points forward. Sit a little heavier in the front right heel and zip up that back leg a little bit. So what I want you to do is cactus your arms. Elbows are going to tip forward a little. Yeah. You'll try your best with this, drawing deep core muscles in. You're going to press up to stand up, left knee in towards a 90-degree angle with those arms like that. Perfect. Yeah. Flex the left foot. See if you can keep the arms cactus like this. Cross the left ankle over the top of the right thigh. See if you can keep the arms cactus and start to sit back. Good. Then I want you to straighten your arms straight up towards the sky and start to hinge forward with your waist. Good. This is a good spot to use blocks. I actually recommend it, even if you don't normally use blocks. Slide 2 blocks, one under each hand, and I would go the highest setting because the goal here is not to fly or do anything fancy. It's just to start to get into the hip. So if you can use those blocks and set them up, that looks great. Flex your left foot strong around the outside of your right tricep. So the goal is to get the foot to flex strong, and that's going to get you to create a little ledge here, and you do your best with it. Yeah, so use the blocks, and your weight's in that standing right heel. Perfect. Happy hips. Or not so much. Now, one other thing, Joe, soften your right hip, steer it toward the back skinny edge of the mat. There you go. Perfect. One more thing. Be on your fingertips with your chest a little bit more forward. Yeah. Stay with this. I'm getting ready for the Wild West. My husband went out the other day and he was fully wearing a cowboy hat. I was like, hey, listen, you bought that thing, you spent $1 million on it. I haven't seen you wear it in 2 years. Yeah. You gotta brush it off. Okay, so you're gonna stay low. What I want you to do is keep your hands on those blocks and find Warrior 3. But don't do Warrior 3 with your hands not on the blocks. Use amended Warrior 3. Yep, so your left leg is gonna just extend back. So the goal is to stay very open in that chest, to bring the blocks a little bit more forward. You got it, Andrea. Be on your fingertips. Perfect. Okay. Turn your back foot, rotate it like you're going to Warrior 1, but don't go yet. So just rotate your left foot out a little, soften that right knee, and then step back, first Warrior. Warrior 1. Perfect. Steer your right hip under, the left thigh forward, the left ribs turn, and then you sit deep into that right thigh. 3 more breaths. Hands to the earth, plank position. Halfway to your push-up if you're taking that on. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug your left knee and give it a good squeeze. So squeeze in and pause. Look forward with your eyes. Step your left foot forward and through. Bring the left foot a little bit to the left. So your feet are hips width, your back leg engages, your left hip rips in, looks good. Rise crescent lunge. Nothing fancy, just come up crescent lunge to start. Yeah, if you see your hip points coming kind of dumping way down, you can soften the back knee. I actually prefer that. Weights in that standing left heel. Side ribs nice and long. Shoulders drop down the back. Good. Stay as you are. Just cactus the arms. Now, when we cactus the arms, what I try to do is try to tip the elbows a little forward and the palms facing up so you begin to feel. Right. Press up to stand up. Do the best that you can. Right knee in towards navel with those arms cactus. That's it. Cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. Keep the elbows cactus and start to sit. Sit, 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 sit way back, and then extend your arms up and begin to hinge forward. Use the blocks. Yeah, so the idea is that the blocks kind of elevate you, lift you up. So you have to find the sweet spot with them, keeping that chest nice and open. So on this side, just to remind you, the right foot will kind of flex around the outside of that left tricep so you can get in there. "38 days till the dead reopen at the Sphere." I'm not counting. Yep. Come to your fingertips. Okay. Keep your chest the way it is. Begin to extend your right leg back to a warrior three using the block. So it's a mended warrior three. Now, you want to try to keep your hips square towards the ground. So you're not dumping all the weight into that left leg. That's it. Flex the foot. Turn your right foot open like warrior one, but don't go yet. Just turn it on an angle. Then soften the left knee and slowly launch back warrior one. Right rib spin, left hip grips. Nice big juicy stance. Shoulders drop down the back. Fingertips alive. We look good. We're doing the things. Hands to the earth, plank position. When you hit plank, halfway to your push-up, take it on how it works best for you. Up dog if you're pulling through, or cobra. Hips go up and back, down dog. You're more than welcome to skip the up dogs or the push-ups, okay? Look where you want to go. We're going to step or float to the top of the mat. Long spine, fold. Find chair, weight moves into your heels. Feet can be together, a little separated, totally up to you. Yeah, take on the poses how they suit your body and your mind the best, that work for you. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Let's loop it all together with excitement and joy. Arms go straight up towards the sky, heavy in your heels for chair. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine sets you up. You can step or float or take it out all together. Your vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Press through the feet and the hands. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Root to rise. Warrior one. I want you to really feel your feet connected to the mat. It's going to help you a lot. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. The left foot lands, the back foot turns. Anchor, feel, and then rise. To the floor we go, chaturanga push-up. Up dog, smooth transitions, really important. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. We're going to step or float to the top of the mat. Long spine, fold. Find chair, weights in your heels. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky, heavy in your heels for chair. Sit way back. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float through your vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns, root to rise, warrior one. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog. You're not rushing. You're finding the pace that works for you. Down dog. Left foot forward, back foot turns. It's not slow but fast. It's kind of in the middle. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Yeah, we're going to do one more. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float. To the top we go. Long spine, fold. Find chair, weight moves into your heels. Stick your butt back. Yeah, perfect. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up, heavy in your heels, chair, sit way back. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine prepares you, step or float through your vinyasa. Up dog, smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Root to rise, warrior one. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left side, don't leave it out. Root to rise. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. From your down dog, roll forward to plank. Lean on your left hand for side plank Vashisthasana. Yeah. You can modify. Jess is showing a great alternative here. Your bottom knee can drop. Personally, I do it with my feet staggered, like one in front of the other. Yeah. I'll take my front right foot and turn it so it's like in a warrior two position. Yeah, and that anchors the hip and gets it in there. I'd rather you find one that you can hold, maintain, and breathe in than be in a sloppy one. I picked the 60-minute version of this song. Yeah. Yeah. Plank position. Chaturanga push up. Up dog, you got this. Hips go up and back, down dog. Roll forward to plank. Lean on your right hand unless you screwed it up and go the other direction. So stability in your body leads to stability in your mind, vice versa. So calm your mind, calm your breath, and then you find the pose. Modified postures are not weak poses. They're just simply support. Find the support you need. Watch that your chop hip isn't rolling open. Stay with it. Couple more breaths. Really locking it in. Just connecting. Plank position. Chaturanga push up. Do it slow. Up dog. Hips go up and back. Down dog. From your down dog, step your right foot forward into a low lunge and pause. You're in a low lunge and you're just pausing. Your hands stay down in the low lunge. That's it. You're going to use your block. You're going to step right up into Ardha Chandrasana here. Yeah, you're going to grip your right hip in and really focus on regular Ardha, Danielle, and you're good. Perfect. I know you're excited. You want to take a twist already? Yeah. You're like, no, not really. You're going to focus on that right foot staying forward, your right hip gripping in. Yeah. Using the block to stabilize you. And it's like a big yawn open here. Take your right side of your body and turn it towards the mirrors, stack it open. Anything you feel you want to add, maybe you just want to keep it basic here, it's totally fine. If you want to bind, that's cool. But the bind goes behind you. The kick would go behind you if you're going to kick. Stay with it. Regular half moon if you added anything fancy in. Regular half moon. Stop from the right knee. You're going to step back into triangle. So just bring the block with you. Yep, triangle pose. Grab anywhere across the front of the right shin or utilize the block. If it didn't feel right, you can come out of the pose and reset. That's never, that's always allowed. Pull up anywhere across the front of that right shin or use that block. Good. Your right ribs turn. Your left arm stacks over that right arm. And it's like a side plank. Feel the hooking of your hips kind of down and under. And then you get real quiet in the pose. From your top left arm, pull up to stand up. Arms stay very wide. Expressive openness from fingertip to fingertip. Widen the stance. You know where we're going. Sit deep, warrior two. So a lot of times from the triangle to the warrior two, you actually need to make your stance even longer. Look down at your feet and make sure that your right foot and your back left arch are somewhat on the same plane of energy. Soften the shoulders down the back. Roll your right thigh open. You got it. What happens here is we start to lean into it. So find some symmetry the best that you can. Side ribs nice and long. Shoulders drop down the back. Feet nice and anchored. From fingertip to fingertip, you breathe. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Let your side body get an offering of openness. Find extended side angle A, hand to the outside of the foot. Yeah. Or arm to the top of the thigh if not feeling that today. When you sit into that right thigh, you want to make sure your right knee tracks the inside of your right elbow if the hand is to the outside of the foot, just to give you an idea. Rolling that right thigh open, top arm straight up, or even better, reach it up and forward if you've got a little bit more motion. Baby finger will kind of tip towards the ground to give you an idea of the angle. You got it, Irma. That's great. Soften the right shoulder. Your right ribs turn. Soften your right shoulder, Karen, if you can. There you go. It's almost like your arm doesn't exist. Yes. Couple more breaths. You guys are rocking it today. Just utilize the breath and the feeling. Keep gripping your right hip in and turning your right ribs. Warrior two, come on up. Feel your feet. Never gets old. Circle it to the floor. Plank position. When you hit plank, halfway to your push up. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward into a low lunge and pause. Low lunge and pause. Yeah. So the whole idea is that you're coming into this half moon with your right foot forward, your left hip, sorry, forward, and your left hip gripping in. So utilize the block, set it up, and step up right into that Ardha. You got it. The nature is that the hip gets a little weak, tired, whatever. It doesn't want to cooperate. You want to roll that top hip open. You're better off using the block, even being lightly on your fingertips, because then you can roll that side body open and really focus on the hip getting stronger. Perfect. Flex the top toes. Add in whatever you feel you need now. Once you kind of get the pose locked in. Yeah, if you're going to kick, the kick goes behind you. This looks great. And if you fall, you fall. You're not doing brain surgery, you're just doing yoga. It's all good. Side ribs keep turning so your chest stays open. There you go. Spark up those top toes. Regular half moon if you added anything in. Soften that front knee. Yep. Here we go. Take a giant step back, triangle. Right into your triangle. Move the block with you if you can. Or pull up anywhere across the front of the shin. So when you use your block, it's good to place it to the outside of the calf, right? It's a good spot so the shoulder stays in alignment. And then there's like a little lean back, but you don't feel like you're in your low back at all. So your side ribs stay very long and are supporting you. Heating up nicely in here, guys. Very nice. Side ribs long, breathe. Anchor through your feet. Couple more. Focus on that top arm and that back leg and let that pull you up to stand. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Good. Now widen your stance and sit deep, warrior two. As you sit into that warrior two, you want to really lengthen that tailbone, soften the shoulders. Great. Roll that left thigh open. Turn your back toes a little bit more in, and that's going to give you that range with that back hip. And then close your eyes and see if you can go inward a little. Just allow yourself, give yourself permission to go inward. Side ribs nice and long. Feel the feet on the floor. Sit a little deeper. It's just a feeling. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Extended side angle A. Hand to the outside of the foot. If you're opting for arm to the top of the thigh, that's fine. Just make sure your shoulder stays very light. Yeah. The outside of the left leg and the inside of the left arm make a connection. Left hip steers under and left ribs turn. Right arm reaches straight up or up and over. You pick. You can have your hand on your hip. If your arm having it up bothers your shoulder, I prefer that for you because that's not pulling on your neck at all. That looks good. Stay with it, guys. Breathe. Aren't we having fun? Yeah, we're having fun. And fun is a mindset. Yeah, it is. Warrior two, come on up. Lots of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Feel the ground. And then circle to the floor, vinyasa. Halfway to your push-up. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Look to the top of the mat. Hop or skip there with excitement. Long spine. Fold. Find chair, weights in your heels. Drag your hands to prayer at heart. This is where we pray for ourselves a little. Inhale the breath, hook and twist towards me. Good. So if your lower back feels a little sensitive today, Steph's showing a good option. You don't have to get in there so aggressively. I'd rather the alignment be kind of more set than feeling like you're cranking into your low spine. This is not a twist of the lower back anyways. It's a twist of the ribs. Yeah. Weights in your heels, and it's a good idea to look down and check out your feet, your shins, your knees. We're trying to create a box so your left knee doesn't swing past the right. Chair, pull it around, stay in your legs. You can. Drag your hands to prayer, recommit, inhale the breath, exhale, twist towards the left. You'll thank me if you're going skiing. Yep. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah, watch the right knee. Right knee wants to swing. It's generally coming from the right hip. Weight stays in your heels. Spine stays long. Your gaze looks sideways or up. Chair, pull it back to center, weights in your heels. Sit 2 inches deeper. So you're really in that chair, weights in your heels. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Just stagger a little bit with your neighbor, not a lot, just a little bit so that if we kick out to the side, you're not kicking into them. Stand on your right leg and hug your left knee in towards your chest. So just stand up and hug the knee in. Just give it a squeeze. Yeah. Now, your hand's either going to stay on the front of your left kneecap and your right arm up towards the sky. We're going to do an extended. So Zoe, stand on your right leg and hug your left knee in. Yeah. Or you can grab your big toe and kick the leg forward if you've got a little bit more hamstring happiness. That's not for everybody. What we're looking for is the right leg is really plugged down and up. The right arm is extending up towards the sky, and you're softening the shoulders down the back. So you want to pick one you know you can hold. I'm most of the time in knee towards chest. That's it. So like a door hinge, your leg's going to go out to the left just a little bit. If the knee is just bent in half at a 90-degree angle, the leg just goes out that same direction and the right arm can drop open. So the right arm drops open and the left knee is out at an angle. That's it. If you've got the foot and the leg is straight, the straightness of the leg really doesn't matter. The right leg should stay straight. Find tree. Use your hand to get it up there and then sweep your arms up towards the sky. That's it. Grip the hips in. Step down. Yep. Hands to prayer. Just stand up. Yeah. Stand on your left leg, hug your right knee in. If you screwed up the legs, it's really not a big deal. Just do the side you didn't do. Start by just grabbing with one hand below the kneecap and extending the left arm straight up. That's it. Flex the foot strong. Now, if you've got a little more range, you can grab the big toe and start to hinge the leg forward. What we don't want is going into the low back. Flex the foot strong. That's it. Start to open it up to the right. Your left arm can drop down. It feels kind of nice for the shoulder. Turn your palm up. There you go. If you're doing this with a bent knee, you're just literally opening up the hip just enough that you're, Meg, be careful of your low back. Zip up and draw your lower belly in towards the back of your spine. And think about the standing left leg through the crown of the head, really getting that extension. Tree pose, find your leg into the tree. You're going to have to use your hand in order to get it there. And then regrow your branches. Side ribs long. Feel, gripping those hips in. We're transitioning slightly different. Keep the arms moving up, swing the right knee forward, and then lower the right foot to meet the left and sit way down in chair pose. Sit way down in chair. So much so that once you hit the ground, you find your way into a boat navasana. So when you hit boat, your legs can be bent. Yeah. Perfect. You're going to lower to a low boat. So what happens in low boat, the legs can go straight or be bent and they can find a height that works for you. The neck stays neutral. So if you have lower back sensitivity, you can keep your legs a little bit more angled up off the floor. If you have neck sensitivity, your hands can go behind your head. Okay. What you do want to feel is your lower back spreading. Pull back up to boat pose. We're just going to row the boat a little. Yeah. Yeah, your hands can be on the sides of your thighs for support too. Halfway down or hovering. Find what works. Neck is neutral. Lower back spreads. Boat pose. Pull it up. So it's like a crunch in. One more. Low boat. Hover. Come back up, Navasana, boat. Cross the ankles, step or float through your vinyasa. We're getting it done, guys. Looking good. Move through your vinyasa. The up dog is smooth. Sometimes it's more like a crawl back. Yeah. Up dog is smooth. There's no judgment. Downward hate facing dog, hips go back. I mean, majority of people aren't doing this. So think about that. Right. I don't know, they're out buying eggs. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge, which is where we'll go after this. But at least we did our yoga. Right. Crescent lunge. Kings has eggs. Everybody go to Kings after this. Drag your hands to prayer at heart. The things I get, messages I get from my husband on the train. Go get eggs and avocado. Lean forward with your heart. Hook the elbow and twist. Same deal here. If your back is sensitive, recommendation would be don't twist as much, right? Yeah, back leg super strong. Yeah. There's a little lean back, so the crown of your head actually lines up with that back left heel. Yeah, you get in there. Your right hip has to really do a lot of work to grip under. Two more. You got it. We're going to do a little untraditional, non-traditional movement here. Take the hands to frame your front foot. Drop your back knee down. So when you drop your knee, you want to make sure you slide your knee back so it's on an angle. The left hand's going to stay down on the inside. The right arm's going to peel back. Now, if the left shoulder feels short and tight, most of us have that going on, slide a block underneath your left hand. Yeah, the block can be low, medium, or high. It is super helpful to do that. Right arm's going to peel back. Now, you may not have the range of motion of the knee joint. So I don't know. If you can kick back into your right hand with your left foot, see if you can get hold of your foot. You may surprise yourself. Yeah, it's full pigeon. It's a good one. Now, you can also go really high with the block. Sometimes that helps you out. Yeah, so take the block, Andrea, up really high and don't force it. Just make sure the knee is not jamming. A lot of times, what you have to do is slide that thigh bone back more. So this thigh is more on an angle, and then you're able to get that foot. I can't do it with the hardwood floor. That's it. And if you can't grab, don't grab. It's fine. All sorts of feelings are happening here. Yes, lots of feelings. Two more. So let go of your left leg, okay? Steer your chest forward, and now you're going to scoot your right leg so it goes straight. Now your left knee is going to be straight up and down, okay? Use your block, the same block, place it to the instep of that right leg, probably around the calf, and then you're going to peel open. So this is a version of twisting triangle that I like to do that gets into the IT band and the hamstring a little bit more effectively. Like I find twisting triangles awesome, but we do it so often, this is a little bit more unique. Now, if this is easy for you, I mean, God bless you, turn your right toes out a little on an angle, and that's going to give you a little bit more feel. You can play with the arm being up or the arm being back, maybe better, firm with your shoulder. That's it. Breathe. Okay, to get out of the pose, what I want you to do is first reach your right arm up and forward, and then fold over your right leg into the runner's lunge. Yeah. And then rebend that front thigh, 90-degree angle, lift the kneecap up off the ground, plant the palms down and step to plank. When you hit plank, decide if you need a vinyasa, totally up to you. Chaturanga push-up may feel good. Through an up dog, hips go up and back, down dog. Don't forget about the left side. Let's step the left foot forward, crescent lunge. We're bringing it home. Crescent lunge. Drag your hands to prayer at heart. Lean out. So there's a length, and then you hook and twist. Yeah, so the trick with this pose is that the more space that you get from that back leg, right, side body, you're really going to get in there, and you're going to really begin to feel like you could almost launch into a revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Like it would just be a launch. I might come back on horseback from this trip, right, and keep listening to this type of music. I think I'll start my journey. Yep. Crown of the head is moving forward. You got it. Point your left elbow, Chrissy, up towards the sky if you can. Zip up that back leg. Stay with me, guys. A few more breaths. You're doing great. You just take an easy twist, too. Yeah. Hands to the earth. Pause. Drop the back knee down. So the first time you drop the knee, you have to scoot the thigh bone back. Right hand to the block. Recommend to the block. It's going to be good. Instep of that left foot. Left arm begins to peel back. Do everything you do in steps. Don't just assume your body's going to go there because we have no idea what we're going to get. Bend your right leg up into your left hand only if you feel that the knee joint's going to support that, or just stay. Good. Breathe. Karen, you feel a lot here. Yeah. Pay attention that you're not dumping like all the pressure into that block. Maybe go higher or fist the block. There you go. Soften that right shoulder down your back. Stay for a few more. You're doing great. Left hand to the floor. Start to walk out that left leg. So now your right knee is straight up and down. Move the block with you. It's going to go directly underneath the right shoulder. Right hand down, left arm up. So it's this version of twisting triangle that we're on our back knee. I like the block up super high. Flex the left foot strong. Reach the top arm straight up, or you can reach it back. A lot of us have really tight shoulders. So it's actually kind of nice to reach it straight back. If you need more feels, your left foot, flex it and turn it out a tad, and that may give you a little bit more in the IT band. If you feel plenty, just stay. Like a big circle, the left arm reaches up and over and then folds over that left leg. Rebend that front leg, 90-degree angle. Curl the right toes into the mat. Plank position. Last vinyasa. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Hop your feet through and lay down. Take your blocks with you. Bend your knees. Set up for bridge. Mm-hmm. If you need blocks underneath your low back, you would just use one. If you want to try experimenting with sliding the feet on the blocks, it's the same bridge. Your feet just get stacked on the blocks. Yeah. Inhale the breath. Exhale, lift up, bridge pose. If you're going for more of a cushy version, I recommend taking the block up on its medium or highest setting to get the most from it. If your lower back really doesn't feel good this morning, take your feet wider, and that may give you a little relief. The space from the tailbone to the backs of the knees is the space that you need to get the extension to not feel like you're compressing. Yeah. If the blocks on a high setting is underneath your low back, interlace the hands. That's going to give you more. Exhale the breath lower down. If you're on a block, you're welcome to just stay and chill. We'll reset for one more. If you're feeling energized and feel that your body can support a full wheel, flip your palms, bring your chin to your chest, take a giant breath in. On the exhale breath, we lift up. No pressure in yoga, so do what your body needs. Yeah, nice job. Feet forward, thighs down and under. Yeah, and some days it's just not meant to be, which is okay. Exhale the breath lower down, come out with control. If there's something underneath, remove it from underneath your low back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Reach for the outer blades of your feet for happy baby. Pull the knees down around your rib cage. Hug the knees to the chest. Wrap your right thigh over your left thigh. Don't worry about getting the foot to go around the calf. Lift the hips up a little bit to the right and drop the knees over to the left. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that extra hook gives you what you need. Roll up to center, unravel the leg. So opposite leg, because I don't know, some of you wrap the wrong leg. Just wrap a leg and drop the opposite direction. Wrap yourself up and go another way. Roll up to center. Hug your knees in really even. Give them a big squeeze. Rock up to a seated position. You're going to finish with your favorite hip opener. So 1 minute on each side. Ideally, in a perfect world, I would recommend taking double pigeon just because this class kind of, that's where you stack up the 2 feet, or single pigeon. So double pigeon is essentially you're stacking. It's also called fire log. So your right ankle stacks up on top of that left shin thigh area. You inhale the breath, sit up very tall, and you exhale, fold. Now the goal is to have the feet stacked directly underneath. Yep. Wow. That doesn't feel so good. Wow. Yeah. For me, I just sit up. This is enough. You could do single pigeon. Go right leg forward first. I'm anal. Sorry. He's okay? Yeah. We don't do this enough. It hurts so good. It hurts so good. You can if you have energy to go down. So it's easy at this part of the class to just kind of like check out and start thinking about the egg purchase. But we're going to stay here and we're just going to really focus for the next couple minutes on being present. Switch sides. So if you're in a seat, you just switch the legs. If you're in a half pigeon, just switch the legs from a down dog or tabletop. Yep. One side is always better than the other. I'm just giving you a little full warning. Flex the feet strong. So think of stacking. Bring this shin more forward. Yep. And this foot more on top. So you're really making a box. The bottom shin even more forward if you can. Yeah. And then you want to flex your feet. There was one way I taught it a bunch of years ago where you take your hands and you actually press them into the feet. Yeah. You're creating this strong box. Yeah. Start to come up nice and slow wherever you are. If you're seated, extend your legs out, shake out the legs. If you're in a half, just swing your right leg forward, shake out the legs, and then lower yourself vertebrae by vertebrae to the floor. Time flies when you're having fun. When you hit the floor, set yourself up for Shavasana, complete rest. Something underneath your head. Yeah, something over your eyes. Big full breath in. Loud exhale breath out. Arms up over the top of the head for a full stretch. If you prefer finishing your practice just kind of laying down, totally fine. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a big squeeze. And rock up however it feels best in your body and just sit up. Sit up nice and tall and just feel for a second. Feel the effects this practice has on you. It's always different. It's always changing. It's always evolving. Bow your head. Have gratitude. Lift the head, open the eyes. Namaste. Go out there, have an awesome afternoon. Go buy eggs. And yes, and prepare for fake snowstorms. And I'll see you soon. I'll be here on Friday.